All right. Hey guys, how are you? All right. If you are a go-getter, I want you to catch yourself playing small. That's right. If you're a go-getter with goals, I want you to catch yourself playing small. Because you see, we get comfortable sometimes in our routine and thinking, oh, we're doing our routine, it's working, I don't need to change it, it's going smooth. But if you have bigger goals and you want to aspire to reach them, sometimes that is small thinking when we're staying in that same routine. Would you agree? All right. So I really appreciate you coming on here. This is only the second time that I've gone live here on YouTube, and still trying to work out all the kinks and everything. So, thank you again for tuning in. So, let's talk about this. I want you to catch yourself playing small. That's what happened to me on the weekend. I caught myself playing small. You see, my word for this year is to elevate. And I was still trying to manage and maintain this small platform that I was on, thinking it was actually helping. But instead, it was keeping me stuck and stifling me. And really, I was stagnant and there was no growth. And therefore, I was playing it small. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to come on here and just, share that with you guys. Right? So again, if you're go-getters and you have goals, you have dreams, you want to aspire to do more and have more, catch yourself playing small each and every day. So we got to grow out of that normal routine and be able to elevate. And what I mean by that is take a look at um, some of the things that you do consistently, right? Okay. But maybe there's another way to actually increase that the intensity of it, or maybe there's another great way or solution that you're not even aware of. Because here's the thing, we will not outgrow our self worth, meaning we always have to keep up in knowledge. We always have to keep learning and seeing what is effective out there and how we can actually make a big difference in ourselves, right? So I'll give you a couple of examples, and these are just small goals, everyday goals that we have, but it's an opportunity for us to grow more, whether we're talking about our overall health, our income, having more time, which is all these are valuable. And then, of course, gaining knowledge. So think about this. March, this month, I've started walking again. And I say again because that's something I do spring through the summer. And in the winter months, it is, well, what's cold to me and rainy, and the coyotes out here in Arizona. I stop walking that early in the morning, right? And then as I do it later in the day, I just don't have time to do that, later in the day. So I made a decision that I'm going to start walking here. And when you make that decision, that's actually when I made that decision, I'm sorry, that actually changed a couple of things and elevated my game. Right. So I stopped thinking small about, oh, I just need to go out here and start walking again because walking keeps gives me that extra exercise that I need, right? But then it also allowed me to help and support a fundraising cause that was going on this month. It allowed me to actually help get back and get that winter weight off as well. And then just go ahead and get physically challenging in mobility, getting that back going, right? Okay. So thinking about walking, and if you do that on the daily, maybe that's a sign or something that you can increase. Maybe it's a matter of walking faster, doing a fast pace walk, or putting ankle weights on, or putting the vest on, added weight. I don't like that because then it's putting pressure on your spine and your back. Anyway, each to their own desire, right? But what I'm getting at is whatever goal that you have for walking, and this is anything that you want to do to be able to stop playing small and you want to get the bigger reward, is look at what you're currently doing and see how you can actually increase. So that's one of my suggestions. And I just put that at the top of my head talking about walking. Something else that you can think about is what about overall? I was talking about losing weight and you getting rid of that winter weight. So changing up the diet, whatever it is that you were doing, whether it's the snacking or eating after a certain hour or cutting out certain foods, or obviously, well, snacks and different things like that. But whatever it is, elevate that and go ahead and implement it. Okay. I'm sure this is nothing new, but stop playing small and think about where it is that you want to get the bigger bang and the results for it. All right, something else I thought of too. What about supplements? Sometimes we are stagnant and we're saying, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or, I take that one a day, which is filled with binders and fillers and doesn't really do a whole lot for you. I'm just saying that because it is true. So go ahead and find out more information about that. But anyway, what if you looked at what is available out there, more technology that's going to be able to give you the answers to what's happening. So figure out what it is that you want those supplements to help you out with. And simply, maybe you get, some tests done, just get some blood work done, right? And it will tell you what's going on with your body and what you need to have. So if you think you're just going along, right, day to day, and it's been working for you for years, take a look and take that next step up. See what the test results say, and then go ahead and find out. Because here's the thing, as we get older, we stop producing NAD, less NAD in our system. You're like, where the heck is she going with that? Well, NAD is the lifeblood of our cells, right? And when we stop producing less, that's when other things start to trigger and we can start getting into illnesses and different diseases and different things start to happen with our body. Because actually, by the time we're 60 years old, oh, that's me, um, we have 80% less of NAD. Now, if you ask yourself, well, what is NAD? I already mentioned it's the lifeblood of the cell, but people are actually getting strapped up, going in, getting IV drips so that they can get NAD back into their system. And there is a way that you can actually have that. It's out there on the market. It's about new technology and science. And it's just a better way, I would say, instead of going and getting strapped up, paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for doing that, you're paying what, maybe a dollar? What did I figure out? $1.86 a day to be able to have this in 94 other ingredients as well. So all I'm saying is think about what your goal is. And if you want to elevate that, so if you want to live longer, you want to be healthier, you want to be happier, you want to get rid of some of the things that's been bogging you down emotionally, physically, um, take a look at what else is available out there. So stop playing small and accepting that one little vitamin that you believe is helping you out, look at the other options that's out there. Okay. What else did I write down? What about this? How about, you know what? If you haven't been one of those people, or you've been fortunate to not have a company close down on you, or change up the compensation plan, or change up how they're doing business, and realigning your work or what have you. If you've been fortunate enough and you've been able to pay the bills on time, that's awesome. But here's the thing, what about your, what do we call it? Your disposable income. What about your disposable income? Has that shrunken? Yeah. So stop playing small with that. What else can you do to be able to benefit from your current wages? Or what else can you do outside of that that's going to be able to make up for that? So look at other options, look at other opportunities that's available for you, look at tax write offs, some things that you can do differently. So stop playing small and get up there with the big boys are playing or the big ladies are playing. How about that? So again, take a look at your overall, what it is that you're doing. And I want you to catch yourself throughout the day playing small and see how you can elevate your game. And if you do that each day, 1% each day, by the time that this year comes around, 365% increase is what you've done to elevate your game. So again, if you have goals and dreams, you're a go-getter out there, catch yourself playing small, and then let's go ahead and course correct. Okay. So I dare you, catch yourself playing small. I love giving different aha moments and tips and ideas for you to look at things and your lifestyle in a different perspective. If that's something that's on your heart and what you love to learn more about, I love helping and sharing that with other people. So you're all doing the most with Danya. Thank you for tuning in. This is, like I said, my second YouTube live video, and I really want to be able to make a habit of it, be able to share out information and just show what it is that's available out there, because you never know who needs to hear it and how it's going to help yourself, your family, your friends, and other people as well. Tune in the next time. You're on Doing the Most with Danya. Talk to you later. Bye.